What's going on, guys? So today's video is going to be fun. In front of you, you have the new 2024 GMC Denali heavy-duty truck, and this is the Denali Ultimate package, which you can see right there. Four-wheel drive. This is an absolutely beautiful truck. If you didn't get a chance to check out the overview video I did of this truck, the exterior, interior, a lot of the cool technology and features that this truck comes equipped with, definitely go back and check that out. Today's video is going to be a first tow, and behind it we have the Texas Pride dump trailer. Now, we just got done using the WaySafe hitch on my truck to measure the tongue weight, which is at 1,150 pounds, 1,150 pounds worth of tongue weight, which puts it significantly higher than most travel trailers or RVs that are this length, significantly higher. This is only about a 14-foot long dump bed. The overall body of this thing is probably around 19 feet long. So yeah, for a 19-foot long overall trailer, we're talking about a trailer that right now, as it sits, weighs about 7,000 to 8,000 pounds, probably a little bit more than that, with about 1,150 pounds worth of tongue weight resting on the back of the truck. Now, we went over the numbers in a previous video, but let's look at them again real quick. This truck, 3/4 ton truck, has 2,971 pounds worth of cargo capacity. If we look at the sticker, the trailering information sticker, you'll see for a conventional trailer, I can go up to 18,500 pounds with a max tongue weight of 1,850 pounds. So we are well under what this truck is actually capable of handling, both from an overall payload perspective as well as a tongue weight perspective. Everything is well in line with what this truck is easily able to handle. And that's really important because a lot of folks, you look at some of my recommendations and you say, why would you use a 3/4 ton truck to haul certain trailers around? Well, it has the brute you need, it has the muscle you need, the torque you need, everything you need to be able to manage a trailer, even if the trailer is well under what the truck is capable of. And what's nice about this is the weight of the truck itself is going to inherently help handle whatever you're towing. Again, the way I kind of like to equate it is, a big burly dude trying to pull a little poodle around isn't going to have any type of an issue pulling that poodle around. But when you have a smaller, lighter person trying to pull a huge, German Shepherd or a pit bull on a leash, that's really where you start to see that weight dictate the person pulling. Same with trucks. A heavy, powerful truck is going to give you more capability in terms of towing a lighter or even a medium-sized trailer versus a lighter duty truck that just doesn't have the weight or the power necessary to keep something heavy in line. Now, this trailer as it sits actually exceeds the tongue capacity of the Denali 1500 that we have over there by a pretty high margin. Our Denali 1500 over there has 880 pounds worth of tongue weight capacity. So this has 1,000 pounds more in terms of tongue weight conventional towing capacity than a half-ton truck does. And that really, really comes in handy whenever you're hauling something that is pretty dang heavy with a lot of tongue weight, regardless of the length. So yeah, we're going to hitch up. We're going to take this to the landfill. We have compacted this thing down several times now with trees that we've cut down, with all sorts of limbs and debris. And then we went and cleared out a rental property of probably 1,000 pounds worth of stuff, put it inside of there. We compressed that down, and then we put more tree limbs, more stuff on top. And I can kind of show you what we're talking about here. So it is pretty loaded down, and when we first loaded it down before compressing it, it probably would have been 4 feet high, but tree limbs and stuff like that all start to die and they settle down, so it definitely brings it down over time. And then we put a bunch of stuff on top of the tree limbs, which brought it down even more, and then we put more tree limbs in. So we didn't have enough room at the time to put this on, even though I probably could now. That said, yeah, we're going to hitch up and we're going to hit the road and see how this thing performs. Okay, so for this test, we're actually going to use a different hitch. This is my bulletproof hitches. Folks at eTrailer provided this to me. This thing is insanely capable. When you're using the Tune 5/16 inch ball, which we will be using, 36,000 pounds worth of capacity. That is absolutely insane. I think the actual tongue weight capacity is like 6,000 pounds, something like that, and the towing capacity, 36,000 pounds. That's nuts. We have it set up at a little bit of a higher level here just because we want it all to kind of even out. It's going to be really interesting to see how 1,150 pounds of tongue weight actually impact the ride height of this truck, because there is definitely a rake to it. The back definitely sits higher than the front, but this should level it out pretty well. We have our really cool quick cranker right here. We're going to lower it down and see how it goes. Okay, so we have all the weight resting on it. Just got to lift up the leg right here. Okay, so it leveled out the truck for sure. So the truck is definitely sitting pretty much level now, which means it dropped it down maybe an inch and a half perhaps. But the truck still looks really clean. The whole setup looks pretty much level at this point. So we're going to go ahead and get everything hitched up. We're going to check the lights, check the brakes, all of that, and then we'll pull over to the side here so we can get a little bit of a better view of what everything looks like connected. Okay, so we have everything connected. You know, the one piece of advice for this back receiver I have for the folks over at GMC is whenever you're trying to connect your trailer breakaway, it's always nice to have a spot for it, because I don't want to tie it into the bumper. You really don't want to put it on the same connection you have for your hitch in case your receiver fails for whatever reason. Of course, I could put it on the receiver or on the hitch itself, but just not a good spot. So there's always a need for a spot to hook your breakaway up at, and there's no spot. So what I'm actually using is I'm using this little metal piece that is under the license plate. You can probably see it right there, just to connect it around, because again, there's no dedicated spot that I can tie it off to that I'm still gonna have all the slack I need. So it'd be really cool if maybe a manufacturer like GMC put down another little loop, maybe right here, just for your trailer breakaway, because this is so important and everyone wants to do it right, but because no truck manufacturer really puts a dedicated spot for it, they end up hooking it to their receiver. So yeah, this is definitely something that I think needs to have its own little connection. First truck manufacturer to do it would be brilliant. Everything looks really good. We have everything connected back here. Lights are on. My tail lights on the trailer should be flashing. They are. All right, so we're in good shape. We're gonna go and hit the road, get this thing to the landfill and dumped, and then we'll bring it back. Okay, so we're in the truck now. I'm gonna add a new trailer. It's called Trailer 1. It's a conventional trailer. This would be I guess closest would be a utility trailer. Setup features. I don't have any cameras, of course, on this trailer. Don't have any TPMS. What is this? So, increases the performance of the vehicle, control while towing. Okay, so that's just tow haul mode reminder. And lights, we already checked all the lights. Again, I don't have the cameras on here. Maintenance items. Then you have this little checklist you can do. Hitch is securely mounted. It's connected and locked. Electrical's plugged in, lights are working, safety chains, jack is stowed, tires are inflated, wheel chocks are removed, mirrors adjusted, and I'm going to adjust the brake gain here in a second, so we'll go through that process. Weight. So it has the gross combined weight rating alert already turned on. It estimates your vehicle's gross combined weight, and if it's over, an alert will appear. That's pretty cool, and you can even find a public scale. Awesome. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is pull out on the main driveway here, and we're going to check the trailer brakes. Okay, so my trailer brake controller's right here. The gain is currently set at 0, so I'm going to increase this to at least maybe 4, and then I'm going to pull forward. Not going to go very fast, probably go maybe 5 to 7 miles an hour. I'm going to start squeezing it. Oh yeah, that's set good. So I don't even need to go any higher than 4. The gain is set really well. The trailer easily tugs on the truck. I don't think I'd have any problem having the trailer brakes control stopping of the truck, so we're in good shape here. Okay, so we have everything hitched up. Actually, it looks really good. You can see that the truck is sitting pretty much level now. Everything's hitched up well here. I probably could have dropped the receiver down, or at least the adjustable portion of the drop part of the hitch down another notch there, just to bring the front down a little bit, but I don't really think I need to. Everything's looking really good. Definitely the majority of the weight in the trailer right now is towards this front section right here. So the only reason the front of the trailer is up slightly is because the receiver is up a little higher, or the hitch is up a little higher on the back of the truck. But overall, that's a pretty dang good looking setup. All right, we're gonna hit the road and go to landfill. Okay, so we are on the road. We're headed out to the landfill. Man, I can tell you, this truck has absolutely no problem towing this trailer. You really don't even feel that you're towing a trailer behind you. To be honest with you, from a power perspective, from an acceleration perspective, I feel like this 2024 GMC actually gets up and goes and more effortlessly tows this dump trailer than even my F450. And that's mainly because the F450, you know, as cool as that truck is, it's a 2017, and it has kind of the second generation of the 6.7, and they've definitely evolved the engine since then, especially pairing it to a 10-speed transmission. But when you feel how this truck, with the 10-speed transmission, but the 6.6-liter Duramax, you can really tell that this truck has evolved. And yeah, it is just completely towing this trailer like it's not even back there. It truly is effortlessly towing the trailer. You can't even really feel that you're towing a trailer. The weight of the trailer hitch, that 1,150 pounds, is definitely softening up the rear suspension a little bit, so it doesn't feel as tight as it might normally feel if it were completely unloaded. And it actually gives you a little bit of a smoother ride inside because, again, you have the springs that are actually working now. They have some weight on them, and they're allowed to kind of move more naturally than when they're completely, you know, unsprung and you have no weight over the back. But yeah, this truck is towing that trailer like it ain't even back there, which can kind of be a good thing and a bad thing. You always want to know that you're hauling a trailer. I mean, you always want to be aware of it, and this is just such a different experience than trying to haul it with that half-ton GMC that I have, because, you know, you really handle weight in this truck effortlessly versus that truck. What's cool is when you turn the turn signal on too, you also get a cool little camera that pops up and shows you that side of the trailer. All right, now you're going to be able to appreciate the acceleration. It's like it's pulling it like it's not even back there. It's not accelerating as quickly as it would be if the truck were completely unladen, of course, if I didn't have a trailer back there. But I also have it in tow haul mode, but you don't really feel like the trailer is keeping the truck from going, if that makes sense. I think those of you who tow will know exactly what I'm talking about. It's basically the feeling as if the truck has more than enough power to haul the type of trailer that's behind it. But it's certainly a smooth ride, not picking up any type of sway, no weird vibrations, no weird imbalances. Everything feels incredibly stable. I could easily drive and tow this trailer across the country if I wanted to without any problem at all. And this truck does come equipped with the fifth wheel gooseneck prep package, which obviously means that this truck is designed to tow. And yeah, this is really nothing for it. And this is, again, where I like to talk about the differences between having the right truck versus a truck that's just enough. And even though, you know, a half-ton truck could arguably tow this, and you probably would really feel that it's back there, the suspension would constantly be bottoming out, you'd feel anytime you took off or stopped the weight of the trailer pulling or pushing on the vehicle. This truck is minimally impacted by a trailer like this, which means if you had to compare this to a fifth wheel or to a travel trailer, a fifth wheel, of course, is balancing the weight over the rear axle, which is an entirely different towing experience. But I'm going to venture to say that right now what I'm experiencing is very fifth wheel like. It's just having minimal impact on the truck. I'm not really feeling anything strange at all. Very, very pleased with how this truck is performing. It's absolutely doing a remarkable job towing this trailer with absolutely no issue. The truck is super comfortable, super smooth. It's just everything about it feels really dialed in. They've done a great job, and these seats are amazing. They're so much nicer than the seats I have in my other truck. That said, though, you still feel like you're in a 3/4 ton truck. So we're not trying to hide the fact that this truck is going to feel a little bit stiffer, a little bit firmer than a 3/4 ton truck, because when you don't have springs that are designed mainly for comfort, these springs are designed for capability. These springs are designed for capacity. They're designed for towing and hauling. People that buy 3/4 ton up trucks generally tow a trailer. They load the bed of their truck up with stuff. They add weight to it. It's really designed specifically to be able to tow and to be able to handle weight, and that's what this truck does. And the other side of that equation is the fact that you're going to have a bit more of a firmer ride. So when you hop in a half-ton truck, you're going to have a smooth ride, very SUV-like, in some cases even better than some SUVs. But they're designed like that. They're designed to give you a super comfortable ride while giving you a lot of capability and that Swiss Army knife effect of having something that you can haul stuff in. You can go to Lowe's, Home Depot. This truck right here can do all of that. It's going to have a bit of a firmer ride. You're going to have a bit lower fuel economy because, you know, this is a much bigger diesel engine, and it's not specifically designed around fuel economy. It's designed around capability. And you're going to have stiffer springs, because that's what 3/4 tons are designed for. They're designed for capability and work, whereas again, half-ton trucks are largely designed for kind of a universal application. It gives you a pickup truck, and it gives you kind of like a luxury SUV. But we're just now getting to the landfill. Really, really pleased with this truck. Okay, so we are heading back to the property with an empty trailer, ready to be refilled again. But yeah, I can honestly give this truck like a 10 out of 10 in terms of towing capability, just how it handles the payload, how it handles the weight, and it's done a really good job. And I would honestly, you know, this is going to be a tough one for me to say, but this 3/4 ton truck actually feels more powerful than my my F450, and it's towing this trailer just as effortlessly, which is really cool. Anyways, guys, we're heading back. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, and give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again real soon.